And up to the attic we go. Let's see what we got up here. Got some various junk that I should probably go through and get rid of. Some leftover starting lineups that I never got rid of. Here's a promo insert. They used to stand on top of a like if you go into the card store, they would have it standing up here, and that's a sample of one of the metal cards. That's like right here when you come up. These are my boxes of comic books. Let's see, we got a Star Wars figural mug. I believe it's either Darth Vader or Boba Fett. I can't remember which. I think it's Vader, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what we got in here. Nope, it's Boba Fett. Obviously never used, and had this for a long amount of time. I will never get used. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink enough tea to really walk around with a Boba Fett helmet as a mug. One of the few record albums I still own, my Devo New Traditionalists. I was always a big Devo fan, especially back in the day. Sadly, a lot of records are now gone. This is a tote under here that I have a lot of stuff I was selling at the store at one point, but I think I use now for just storage for just some old PlayStation headphones for my Black Series Star Wars figures, which I don't have on display at the moment. This one should be pretty decent. We got some okay stuff in here. Some of my leftover Sega CD games, which I never parted with. There's a copy of Star Wars Chess, which more or less plays like the old battle chess game. They do all these little animations when you take over each piece on the board. There's the Emperor, Shock, and Luke, for instance. This is a copy, an actual rental tape from around, I would say, 81. I remember my father and I went to Pathmark and a local grocery chain at the time, and when we rented this, it was right after it came out on video cassette, and this was back when tapes like this were like $100, $150, $200 to own, because basically they didn't want you owning them. They wanted you to keep renting them and only sell them to distributors and rental places, so mom and pop type places. But what was great about this is, and I can't believe I still have this after all these years, when we rented this, the girl, a young girl at the time, I'll never forget it, even though I was about probably 8 or 9 years old, she saw that the tape was rubber banded together, and I think she thought the movie was so big that it was going to be on 2 tapes. Well, obviously that's not true, so we ended up keeping one of them, and the rest is history. This was a old cassette they had at the time, making of Star Wars. I think these are mostly all my Star Wars tapes in here. Yeah, this is before the special edition. That's why I like holding on to this. I'm not sure what the quality's like, but I don't see any reason why it wouldn't run still. Same with Jedi. I never had the Empire one because I figure I still had that one I got from the rental. This, I think this was the one that was the mail-in. Can't remember. One of these you had a mail-in for. And I think this might have been the one you could mail in for. Got some more Sega CD stuff in here. Gunfighters. This was the sequel, more less to, well, the original Lethal Enforcers, but this was set in the Wild West. I actually kind of like this one a little more. It just seemed like it had a little more variety to it. Some old Ultraman figure. Let's see. Rebel Assault Sega CD. This was after, obviously, when they stopped using the boxes. I believe, and the story goes that after everything was said and done, when Sony was first putting out the PlayStation, they used a similar type of case, and they bought a lot of these cases left in surplus from Sega. Wheel of Fortune. Couple Genesis cartridges still left over here. Benz Brothers. There's VHS of Alien. Some more sports. I actually like some of these sports games at the time. They were a lot of fun. One of the best golf games right here, I think, next to Leaderboard. Arnold Palmer. Here's my old How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. I loved this book growing up. This was a great book. I think this is from like the late 80s or so. I had a lot of fun looking for tips in this. This is like old school John Romita artwork. John Buscema actually did this, but this was back from that era. And then some shareware discs, a Pac-Man yo-yo. This is cool. This is one of these little demon guys. Back in the day, before He-Man, they used to have, or maybe even around He-Man, I don't remember exactly, but they had a knockoff of called Black Star, and Black Star was like these muscleman figures, and they all came with these. The bad guys always came with these little demons. They were various colors. Still have them. This was a prize in one of the arcades owned by Namco at the time. Here's a Cosmo Gang sticker in there. I thought these were pretty cool. These were like ones you'd get tickets for and you go up front and redeem. Mostly Namco stuff, since Namco owned the arcade. I just always thought it was awesome that there was actually a... I think these are the tattoos. These aren't even stickers. These are tattoos. These are ones you wet in the back and they stick to your arm. More Cosmo Gang. Got some PC stuff in here. X-Wing. Orbital Assault 2. TIE Fighter and X-Wing. Dark Forces. TIE Fighter. Bunch of... Oh, and one of my all-time favorite shooters for the PC, especially Raptor Call of the Shadows. It was such a great game. These are some various old comics, sectors. Nothing exciting here. Oh, I used to love these Who's from the DC universe. Oh my god, I was never even a big comic book fan when I was this age, but I knew who all these characters were for the most part, because you had the Joker and maybe not Johnny Cloud. I mean, who knew Jericho, for instance. But the artwork in here was so cool. I used to just love sitting here looking at their stats and their history of their superpowers, and some of this old school artwork was awesome in these. I used to love collecting these, even though I never really read the comics, so to speak, at the time, other than maybe Batman. I got a bunch of them in here. This one was great because it's got all the Guardians from the Green Lantern universe on there, all the different lanterns. So funny. So yeah, this is mostly just some random comics, some old comics. So anyway, that's tote number 1. I have a few other ones to go through up here. I'll try going through them. Hey Mario. I'll try going through them in a little bit. Looks like I must have this on a resolution. It's a certain time limit on the video I can do. So I'm going to cut this one short for now, and I'll try another one in a bit. Thanks. Bye.